Midnight at the gas station was quiet. Tom Brady had been working the same shift for 15 years, never talking much to anyone. Customers would come, get gas, and leave. It was going to be a routine night, until the armed man walked in. But what Tom did next shocked everyone. From 200 meters away, without using any weapon, he stopped the attacker in a single move. That's when everyone wondered, who is this man? Welcome to the Human Stories. Before we begin this incredible story of precision and hidden skills, tell me in the comments which city you're watching from today. And if you believe stories like this deserve to be told, hit that subscribe button. These stories must not be forgotten. In one of Phoenix's outlying neighborhoods, on Route 60 stood a Shell gas station. It wasn't a big place, 4 pumps, a small convenience store, a register, and a back room. Tom Brady had been working the night shift there for 15 years. Tom was 52 years old, medium height, with gray hair and a quiet demeanor. He'd come to work at 10 p.m. and leave at 6 a.m. He only made necessary conversation with customers, never engaging in small talk. Good evening, thank you, good night, that was it. The neighborhood liked Tom. He was reliable, honest, never caused problems. People who needed gas at night knew that Tom was always polite, never rushed anyone. Truck drivers called him Uncle Tom and sometimes tried to chat, but Tom usually gave short answers. Tom's daily routine at the gas station never changed. He'd arrive at 10 p.m., take over from the previous shift, check the register, clean up and count inventory. During the quiet hours of the night, he'd usually sit in the back room, drink coffee, sometimes read the newspaper. In the back room, he had a small desk, an old chair, and a metal locker. Inside the locker were spare clothes, a thermos, a few books, and a small box that no one knew about. That box had been there for 15 years, and Tom never opened it. Customers made various assumptions about Tom. Some thought he was a retired teacher. Others believed he'd worked in a factory in the past. Young employees saw him as a boring but reliable man. Tom had no military items at home, no certificates on the walls, no medals on the desk, nothing. His neighbors knew him as a modest, quiet bachelor. No one asked about his past, and he never volunteered information. The truth was very different. Tom Brady had served in the U.S. Marine Corps from 1992 to 2008. 16 years, 3 wars, 347 confirmed kills. Marine Scout Sniper, one of the most elite marksman units, Iraq, Afghanistan, covert operations. But no one knew this. After retiring in 2008, he'd struggled with PTSD. Therapist wanted him to talk, family members asked questions, old comrades invited him to reunions. Tom avoided them all, he just wanted silence. The gas station job was perfect. Night shift meant fewer people meant fewer questions meant peace. For 15 years he'd managed to preserve this peace. Tuesday night, 11:30 m. Tom was sitting at the register, reviewing the inventory log. The gas station was empty, only neon lights and distant highway sounds. The peaceful silence of Arizona nights. Tom loved this silence. No one bothering him, no one asking questions, just time flowing by. At 11:45, a car pulled up, an older sedan, license plate blurry. Tom didn't pay attention, assuming it was a regular customer. The car parked not at the pump, but at the store entrance. A bit odd, but Tom still didn't mind. The man who got out was in his 30s, wearing a hooded sweatshirt. He walked slowly toward the store entrance. He kept his hands in his pockets, head down. Tom observed the man. 16 years of military experience had taught him to read body language. Something was wrong with this man's posture. Too tense, too alert, too prepared. The man entered the store, approached the register where Tom stood. When he raised his head, there was determination in his eyes. Bad determination. "Good evening," Tom said out of habit. The man didn't respond. He pulled out a gun from his pocket and pointed it at Tom's head. "Open the register," he said. "Give me the money." Tom's heart raced, but his face showed no change. 16 years of experience had taught him to stay calm in panic situations. "Okay," he said in a calm voice. "I'm opening the register." He moved his hands slowly, pressed the register buttons, but at the same time, he pressed a hidden button below with his foot. Alarm system. "Hurry up," the attacker said. "It's opening," Tom said. He pretended to count the money in the register. Actually, he was buying time. Tom's mind was working fast. The attacker was alone. The gun was an old model pistol, probably loaded. Distance 2 meters, no escape route. But Tom's eyes drifted to the back room, the metal locker inside, the box that had been there for 15 years. The secret. "Hurry up," the attacker shouted, "or else." "The money's ready," Tom said, "but the big bills aren't in this register. They're in the back safe." The attacker frowned. "Where?" "In the back room." Big safe. I'll get it from there. We're going together. Okay. Tom walked slowly toward the back room with his hands raised. The attacker followed 2 meters behind. Tom's mind was making a clear plan. They entered the back room. Tom approached the metal locker. Over there, he said, pointing to the locker. The attacker approached, looking curiously. At that moment, Tom opened the locker door. On the top shelf of the locker was a small box. Tom took it and opened it. Inside, Marine Scout sniper badge, Purple Heart medal, and most importantly, an old model laser scope. The attacker didn't understand. What's this? Tom took the scope, looked toward the window. 200 meters across stood an old building. On its roof was a metal pole. There's no lie, Tom said. The money isn't here. What? But you won't be here either. The attacker couldn't make sense of it. While he was trying to understand what Tom was doing, Tom had opened the window and adjusted the scope. Tom targeted the metal pole on the opposite building. Behind the attacker on the wall was a small metal shelf. The angle was perfect. "Who are you?" the attacker asked. Tom didn't answer. He applied the breathing technique he'd learned 16 years ago, lowered his heart rate, relaxed his muscles. Then he took the small metal piece from his back pocket, an old shell casing, empty but heavy. While the attacker was still trying to make sense of it, Tom threw the metal piece. How did he throw it? 16 years of Marine training, sniper precision, motor memory that had achieved perfection 347 times. The metal piece flew out the window, crossed the 200-meter distance, hit the metal pole on the opposite building, ricocheted, returned to the gas station, and struck the gun in the attacker's hand, causing him to drop it. 200 meters distance, darkness of night, moving target, perfect hit with return trajectory, an impossible shot. But for Tom Brady, it was just another Tuesday night. The attacker looked in shock at his gun that had fallen to the floor. He couldn't make sense of it. Tom calmly picked up the phone from his desk and called 911. "I'm calling Phoenix Police Department. Shell gas station, Route 60, armed robbery attempt. Suspect has been neutralized." "How was the suspect neutralized?" the operator asked. Tom thought accident. Police arrived 4 minutes later. The attacker was still in shock, couldn't understand anything. He tried to tell police, "My gun flew away," but no one believed him. Detective Martinez investigated the incident. "Tom, what happened here?" "Armed robbery attempt. The guy dropped his gun. I called police." "How did he drop his gun?" "I don't know. Maybe from excitement." Martinez was suspicious. He examined the gas station security cameras, but the angle was poor. Details couldn't be seen. "Tom, are you a former soldier?" Tom paused. "A little." "What do you mean a little?" "I served in the military briefly." Martinez didn't ask for details, but his look at Tom changed. The experienced detective recognized former soldiers. The incident report was written. Suspect dropped weapon for unknown reasons. Security guard called police. Tom returned to his normal routine. He fixed the register, cleaned up, waited until the morning shift arrived. But now everyone was curious about Tom. The next day, the news appeared in local newspapers. Gas station robbery attempt mysteriously prevented. The neighborhood was talking. Tom Brady, the quiet man they'd known for 15 years, had suddenly become everyone's center of attention. Mrs. Rodriguez, his neighbor, visited him. "Tom, what really happened that night?" "I got lucky," Tom said. "But the police said." "What did the police say?" "Like you did something." Tom smiled. "I'm just a cashier, Mrs. Rodriguez." But they kept asking questions. Customers, neighbors, even the gas station owner was curious. Tom's answers were always the same. "I was lucky." 2 weeks later, Detective Martinez came back, but this time with another detective. "Tom, let me introduce you. Detective Williams, former Marine." Williams looked at Tom, examined him with experienced eyes. "The robbery night was very interesting," Williams said. "According to the suspect's account, his gun flew away." "Strange," Tom said. "Very strange. Especially when we found metal fragment traces in the building, 200 meters across." Tom's heart raced, but his face didn't change. "Metal fragments?" "Yes, as if someone made a very precise shot." Tom shrugged. "I don't know anything." Williams approached. "Tom, which unit did you serve in?" "General military service." "Which region?" "A few places. Iraq, Afghanistan." Tom paused. "Both. What position?" Tom looked at him for a long time, then made a decision. "Infantry." Williams didn't believe it, but didn't press. "If you remember anything, call me." He left his card and went away. That evening, Tom sat alone in the back room. He took out the box from the metal locker and opened it. The Marine Scout sniper badge gleamed. The Purple Heart medal showed its weight. The laser scope still worked perfectly. Countless covert operations. Tom Brady was one of the most successful snipers in Marine history, but no one knew this. The phone rang. It was Detective Williams calling. "Tom, I need to talk to you." "About what?" "I did research on the computer. Tom Brady, Marine Scout Sniper, 1992-2008, 347 confirmed kills." Tom remained silent. "Is this you?" Long silence. Then Tom answered, "Yes, I can't believe it. You're a legend."
I'm just a retired soldier. Tom, what you did that night, that shot from 200 meters, this is impossible. I didn't do anything. Tom, please. I'm also a former Marine. Only you could make that shot. Tom took a deep breath. After 15 years, someone knew the truth. Williams, let's close this subject. Why? You're a hero. No, I'm just a gas station cashier. But the past should stay in the past. Williams understood. Okay, but Tom, yes, thank you. You protected many people that night. Tom smiled. I just did my job. Tom Brady still works at the same gas station today. Still on night shift. Still quiet. Still humble. But now the neighborhood looks at him differently. They don't know exactly what he did, but they sense he's someone special. Detective Williams never shared Tom's secret with anyone, but he occasionally stops by the gas station to chat with Tom. Two former Marines, quietly understanding each other. The box in Tom's metal locker is still there, but it's no longer completely hidden. Sometimes he opens it, looks at his badge, remembers the past. When he thinks about that night, he feels proud. After 15 years, his old skills had come in handy. He'd protected his neighborhood. No one was hurt. And most importantly, no one had to know the truth. Because real heroes don't make noise. They're just there when needed. Like Tom Brady. From 200 meters away, in the darkness of night, with perfect precision, gas station cashier, Marine Scout sniper, neighborhood protector, all the same man, all the same story. Have you ever encountered someone like this? Someone who appeared ordinary, but had extraordinary skills? Share in the comments. Because at the Human Stories, we believe that real protectors are always silent. If you like this story, subscribe and share. Stories of people like Tom Brady deserve to be heard. See you in the next story. Until then, when you're getting gas at night, pay attention to the quiet cashier you encounter. Maybe they too have an untold story.